This is Irene from Seriously Scrapping, and I just want to show you some things that I've been working on. These are like just getting my journal prepared, and I've just been dyeing papers and let's see. So I've been buying computer papers, and I've been getting some interesting results with these. I just put it in a tray with water, and I've also put a bit of oil in, and when you put the oil in, I got this effect, which I thought was cool. See the oil? And that's if you leave it in long, that's if you don't leave it in as long. Depends how vintage looking you want it. And yeah, I've been having a bit of fun with that, and I was possibly even thinking of selling it in my store, like doing maybe like a kit. But I'm more interested in probably making one first. And what I've found interesting is letting them dry on the rack. And when you do, I don't know if you can see that, but it creates these lines, which is really cool. I'm just, yeah, what's wrong with it? Yeah, it just creates these lines.
Can you unplug the videos?
Yeah, so, yeah, I thought that was really cool, that technique. I hope it's picking up, yeah. The lines, I think that kind of resembles kind of journaling lines, or just patterns or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, so, and you can see the lines a little bit there. But if you want to see those lines, it's better to dye them on dark paper. But yeah, that's the bit of oil with the coffee. But yeah, like I said, the darker it is, the more you can see the lines. So yeah, so I had lots of fun dyeing those. And I don't have a printer to print images, but I found what looks really cool is just getting the papers, you know, your 12 by 12 inch papers, and coffee dyeing them as they are, the 30 by 30. And then what I do is I fold them in half, because when you fold them in half, they're about the same size as a computer sheet that's been folded. And then all you got is the top end up here, and then I just go ahead and cut those off. And so then you've got the coffee dyed ones that are like that, and then from there you can go on to make, say, you know, those envelopes that are made by just snipping them like that, and you know, those envelopes that open up. So you can use those for things like that, or just use them as in between, just whatever. You can even glue it here and use it as a tuck spot there, and a tuck, you know. Yeah, so with the and they turned out fantastic, coffee dyeing them. These pattern papers. These are from all different collections. That one turned out really good. And that one. and that's really cool. And this is Alice in Wonderland, and I've just cut it so the picture, when you put the paper like that, you want to not cut that bit but the top bit when it's time to cut it off, of course. Yeah, so slowly getting there with that, and just to show you how the papers look when they're not dyed. Let's see if I've got any. Oh geez. Okay, yeah, I do. So these papers that I've been showing you, this is how they look like when they're not dyed. So that's a big difference. Okay, where is it? Okay, so see this one here, that's that there, that's its little friend before I cut it off. So, and that's the inside, and I dyed it originally because I didn't want that being stark white, and that's how it looks like after it's dyed. So big difference, yeah. So you don't need those flash images. Then what you can do, if you want a few tags or that, I just went through some papers that have already got cutouts, and this was from the cigar box, you know, those A4 papers, and as you can see they've already got the little cutouts, little tags, and you just go ahead and cut tags out from there, and then you can ink them, or you can even coffee dye them. And then for the laces along the edges, I coffee dyed a few of the laces in my store. It depends. If you want shabby chic, I suppose you wouldn't coffee dye them. But yeah, and then you just go ahead and put your little laces, and you know, I'm not saying that I know how to do it, but I'm just telling you how I'm going about the process of making my first proper journal. I've made one before a long time ago, but it wasn't using coffee dyed paper, and I've had lots of fun coffee dyeing doilies. My tip with the doilies is not to separate them to the last one, because they will rip. As you can see, I've left, there's about 2 in here, but I won't separate them because you don't want them ripping. See how they created the lines on there? That's because I've dried them on the rack. If you don't want the lines, just dry them on the tray. But there's a good 3 there. And look, even if you separate them, that's how they look. See? Oh, that looks quite well. And if you don't like that, you can just glue them. But that's one actually, and it's not that flimsy. I think you might get by. Yeah, so I've just been having heaps of fun. There we go. And now another thing I'll quickly show you what I did before the dyeing was making the little pockets, which is with book pages. I started making these. I'll just quickly show them to you. With book paper and pattern paper, and my scrap embellishments, just started making these. This is a little envelope made from the pattern paper, and then I just put lace over it, and cute embellishment there. That's from my Zibbet store. I'll put the link below. This is music note paper that I've rolled over, and again I've put this cute little hand beaded thing from my store. Made a cute little book as well, and I've used the corners to make a little pull out, you know, the little book corners, little tag there. yeah, it's a good way to use your trims, you know. This is from the page, you know, the book page, oh geez, the damask paper bags, and I've actually cut that up to make a little one. And I've used the little trims and little heart, glittered heart, little offcuts of laces, pearls, little flower applique, bit of the string, like stringy gold thread, and a little butterfly, Martha Stewart butterfly that I punched, and a bit of the, you know, your little cut-offs from your pearl trims. Always come in handy. I never throw those away. Here's another envelope that I've made from pattern paper, and this is the little closure there that I've made from little flowers and beads, and that's a little trim in the background, and that's a little button, see-through button, and that opens like that, and that reveals another little cute little envelope with a little ticket. And this envelope I didn't actually make, it actually came in a packet. And the corner here, I've just used a corner punch for that, and that tucks in like that. So that's, if anything, that will be glued down and it'll be opened up like that. Because, yeah, there's nothing on the back there really. And the same with all these will be glued to the page. This one here is cute. It's got a double pocket. I've created a double pocket with this. And this is just like a cardboard, like a ephemera, some trim. This is a little doily, vintage button, bit of lace, bit of that gold embroidery thread, ceramic flower, and another little flower there. And this is just a tag that I found in my stash. I didn't make that. I made that, just turning them into tags. I just put a bit of ink on it and just a little thing on top. Here we go. Here's another cute little envelope that I made. Just inked the edges, put a bit of material over, bit of lace, little bling. Oh, I love this one. That is book paper, and they're two buttons that I've put onto each other. So with this, I won't be able to glue any side of that, so that would just be probably clipped in place, I'm guessing. And there's a beautiful applique there, flowers, bit of tiny trim. See what I mean by leftovers? You can even use, yeah, a little book corner here, and yeah, I just use a few layers with that pattern paper. Of course, you have to. This is a paper bag that I cut, and that's my little embellishment there. So if you don't know what to add for embellishments, I would start by doing things like this. So then when it comes time to decorating your pages, if you don't know what to do for that page, all you have to do is stick that down and put a bit of your lace, and that basically jazzes up your page immediately, yeah, like wherever you want to put it. And yeah, and one more. This is a cute one. I love this one. Yeah, just a bit of my offcuts here, a bit of flower, a bit of doily, bit of that, that on a pop top family, and the rest of that trim, and little tag. And that's this. I could glue down because there's nothing on the back there, so that would look really cute on probably one of these pages, I'd say, you know, like that. Yeah. And now, and this is one that I just made recently, and I'm just going to do a quick tutorial to show you how I make them. Okay, so I just ripped some book papers, and the way I'm looking at it is I want the writing part to show here. So to do that, I will fold it like that, and like that, just like that. So enough to put a bit of glue there and to glue it there. Like that. Then you turn it over and you think, what other part do you want showing? Well, you don't want that part showing, so that will be your bottom, and you tuck it back over like that. So it's like that. And depending on how high you want it, I'm thinking I'd like that bit turned over the way I've got it turned over here. So to do that, I'll open it back up. Sorry. And that part I'd want turned over like that, and then I can, now before you go, so that's how it's going to look, yeah, but before you go sticking it down, it is much easier to put your inking on it if that's what you want to do before you stick it down. So when you fold it open, so you don't get confused like I did before, don't fold that open yet. So here you want your inking to be along here, here and here. So I'm just using this one, Archival Ink Ranger, and so I'm just going to go ahead and ink that. And that part's going to be shown like that, so you want to ink. Actually, it doesn't matter if you go over, because see how much I put there, so you can ink it on there, on the edge. Okay, now it's time for the gluing. This is a fantastic glue, 500 grams, it's $10, Crafter's Choice from Spotlight in Australia. Fantastic glue, and for the price, it's the best price in terms of value, quality, and when you glue it's going to look like that. So of course you're going to just put a bit of glue all the way like that. And then yeah, like that. And then you just want to go ahead and glue that and that. Now it doesn't matter if that's a bit off there. See how it's not lined up, because you're going to glue that down to your page. Well, you don't really have to, it's up to you whether you want to or not. And yeah, and then you can go around embellishing it with your offcuts and, you know, seeing as you're only going to embellish a really small part, you want to go and do it with the little trims that you have and not waste a whole heap of using your old trims, yeah? So this is an offcut that I would have thrown away, but something said to me, no, don't do that. Maybe I can stick that over here, or maybe here. Maybe I'll stick it there. That way you can kind of see that it's been folded over. That way my work hasn't gone in vain. There we go. And what else can we do? I think that'll do. We'll just keep it simple. So that will do for that one. And now for this one, you just have to make sure you fold it over long enough. I mean, it's a bit embarrassing, but here it's starting to open up at the back. Might need to doesn't really matter because it's going to be stuck down, so the glue only really needs to be like here. There we go. Thinking something. There we go. Kind of like the red. Black feather. Maybe put the feather there. Just a bit of this trim here. Maybe I'll kind of put that trim. Like that. It's not very flat. Might put a bit of ink on this. Yeah. Maybe I'll put that there. Maybe I'll put this little pearl kind of going up the feather. And what I might do to kind of hold that together, just in case I don't want to glue the back down or I want to send it to someone and need to fix it, is I will use that. To mend it. just to make sure it hasn't glued. Beautiful. So here's another little pocket, and just to neaten that up. So that's another little one to add to the collection. You know, it's something cute you can do, and I look forward to making this journal. Yeah. Thanks all for watching. Bye.